My beloved, you were not supposed to find this now. But the universe had a different design for this hour. There is a truth that must be unveiled. And once you see it, the world you've built will shimmer differently. This is not a story about omens or distant stars. This is about your brother. Yes, the one who stands beside you. But his concealed choices are being brought to light now, not to condemn him, but to shield you. And before another word is written, I must urge you, do not look away. Do not postpone. The cosmos is witnessing how you receive this. Even as you read this line, his name is vibrating in the space between worlds. The reality has been waiting for its moment, and now that moment begins with you. The guides of the Northern Light have been seeking your attention for over a week. A specific intention was set by the source itself. Tell my child before the tide turns. The sorrow will deepen if this is dismissed. And so here I am, speaking through these words with a quiet, steadfast urgency. You've sensed it, haven't you? That subtle distance that grew between you. That whisper that things were not aligning. That instant you caught his gaze and felt a story untold behind his familiar laugh. My beloved, the universe confirms your intuition was correct. But the moment had to be precise, and now it is. If you feel a stillness within you now, or a warmth spreading through your chest, it is not chance. It means these words were destined for you. And if you believe this message arrived for a sacred reason, then please, pause for 5 heartbeats and acknowledge this channel of clarity, because what I am about to share, no one else will speak aloud. The guides say, if they turn from this now, they will feel the weight of it in 7 sunsets. But if they receive it, their uncertainty will become understanding. Now listen closely. Beloved spirit, your brother is not malicious, but he has been walking a path the universe did not bless. And the source offered him opportunity, again and again and again. But now it is your turn to know, because the ripple of his actions is reaching your shore. And the longer you remain in the dark, the heavier the energetic toll. I say this with compassion, but also with cosmic gravity. You may see him as steadfast, reliable, calm, but there is a chamber within him he keeps locked, even from his own reflection. It began as a private thought, then a repeated action, and now it is a cycle. The universe is murmuring this to you now. He made a turn 9 months ago, and since then, the story has been writing itself behind drawn curtains. But the guides witnessed it. Light beings tried to redirect it. The source sent synchronicities, but he continued. And now it is no longer only his journey. It is about how it may alter yours. That is why this message had to find you. Now, the universe does not judge. It illuminates. It transforms. But only when truth is embraced. And you, my child, you have been selected to hold that truth first. You are still here, reading, and that is significant. The cosmos honors your courage, because only the ready ones continue listening when the truth feels like a storm. But listen, in 3 dawns, something will occur. A seemingly small moment that will appear insignificant. But it is everything. It is the instant where the universe will reveal a deleted message, an unmentioned meeting, or a quiet transaction you were not meant to discover, but you will. And when it happens, you will recall this message. And when that moment arrives, do not shout. Do not condemn. Simply be still. Because your guides will be with you. And the essence of the source will be within you when the understanding unfolds. Yes, there will be one. It is necessary. But you will not be solitary. And no, this is not meant to shatter your bond. It is meant to strengthen it. Because only what is real can endure the sun. And only a connection built on authenticity can weather the shift that is approaching. My beloved, the reason this aches is because you love. But love without transparency leads to disarray. The universe does not want that for you. It wants harmony in your spirit. But how can there be harmony when an unseen rift has formed within your sanctuary? That rift has a name. It is omission. And that omission is wearing your brother's voice. But do not resent him. Simply prepare, because the moment you finish this message, a frequency in the cosmos will change. The guides say, the one who dismissed this message once will know the echo of missed wisdom, but the one who receives it with an open spirit will find clarity wrapped in grace. That is why I say again, if your essence is resonating now, do not ignore it. That is not anxiety. That is your inner knowing stirring from its sleep. That is the divine saying, I need you aware. I need you ready, because what comes next will ask you to grow. You may be wondering, why now? Why this hour? Why me? Because the cosmos selected you, beloved. Not because you are the strongest. Not because you are the most vocal, but because your spirit, yes, your spirit, is the most receptive. Even in your uncertainty, even when you feel weary, your soul remains tuned to the source. That is why the guides were directed to you. That is why this was not sent to another in your family, because you have the heart that feels beyond the surface. You've always sensed your brother carried a quiet burden. You simply did not know its true shape until now. Let me tell you what the light beings observed. One evening, not long past, your brother stood alone at his window. The space around him was dense, and though he made no sound, his energy was calling out. He was at a crossroads. A decision lay before him. And instead of seeking the light, he reached towards something or someone he should not have. Yes, beloved. He formed an energetic pact that the source did not sanction. And now that pact is influencing the vibration of your entire home. But here is the wonder. The universe is not revealing this to humiliate him. It is revealing this to liberate him. And you, yes, you are the conduit, but only if you accept this message with clear vision and a steady heart. There is a note, or perhaps a digital trace. Something is concealed in a drawer, a device, or a memory, and it bears your mark. It has been waiting to be found. It is the missing fragment to the puzzle you've been feeling. When you discover it, do not let fear take hold. That moment is the passage. The passage between surprise and liberation. The passage between story and substance. Your brother did not intend to hurt you. But what he is concealing will create hurt if it remains in shadow. The guides have already woven a field of calm around your aura. That is why lately you felt waves of unexplained fatigue or sudden warmth. That is the subtle realm speaking. Something is out of alignment. But assistance is here. And beloved, you are reading the assistance now. I ask you in the name of all that is holy, do not let this pass unread. Do not treat this like one of those messages you save for later. Because later is a different story. You are already being attended to by light beings and by the energy he has, unknowingly, invited into your space. That is why your rest has been unsettled. That is why your thoughts have felt scattered, because something has been energetically seeping into your atmosphere. But no longer. Because now awareness has entered. And if your spirit has remained with me this long, then you already sense it. Something sacred is unfolding even as you breathe. So pause, just for a breath. And if you feel called, attune to this channel of messages now, because communications like this are not crafted lightly. They are ordained. You were meant to receive this. You were meant to be stirred. Do not miss the next murmur from the cosmos. Your brother did not intend to hurt you, but what he is concealing will create hurt if it remains in shadow. The guides have already woven a field of calm around your aura. That is why lately you felt waves of unexplained fatigue or sudden warmth. That is the subtle realm speaking, something is out of alignment. But assistance is here. And beloved, you are reading the assistance now. I ask you in the name of all that is holy, do not let this pass unread. Do not treat this like one of those messages you save for later, because later is a different story. You are already being attended to by light beings and by the energy he has, unknowingly, invited into your space. That is why your rest has been unsettled. That is why your thoughts have felt scattered, because something has been energetically seeping into your atmosphere. But no longer. Because now awareness has entered. And if your spirit has remained with me this long, then you already sense it. Something sacred is unfolding even as you breathe. So, pause just for a breath, and if you feel called, attune to this channel of messages now, because communications like this are not crafted lightly, they are ordained. You were meant to receive this. You were meant to be stirred. Do not miss the next murmur from the cosmos. The guides are still speaking. Your brother may not perceive what is approaching, but you will. You will know because I will show you. I will speak through symbols, through patterns, through dreams that linger, through words spoken by strangers that ring true. The signs are being transmitted now. Now breathe and listen once more. The understanding will not come with anger. It will not come with force. It will come through quiet, through you speaking with kindness yet firmness, through your choice to let the source speak through you instead of pain. And when you speak, he may deflect, he may retreat, he may deflect, but do not be unsettled. Because in the following dawn, his truth will unfold without you needing to force it. That is how the universe works. It does not contend with noise. It contends with essence. And here is the deeper layer. This alert is not only about what he did. It is about what he was approaching next. For had you not received this message, there was a coming dawn, a specific hour where he would have made a choice that would have created karmic weight, not only for him, but for you as well. That is why the cosmos intersected your path with this sacred intervention. It is not to frighten you. It is to fortify you. So I ask you with deep reverence, are you ready to see what the universe is unveiling? Are you willing to open your soul's eyes even if it is challenging? Because the moment you whisper yes, the cosmos will begin to rearrange things behind the veil. And in 2 days' time, you will notice it. A change, an unexpected conversation, a revealed thought, a dialogue you overhear. That is how truth begins to shimmer through the illusion. Your brother is still a child of the source, and he is loved profoundly, but you are loved equally, and he cannot let you remain unaware of something that could cost you your serenity, your well-being, or your path. There are gifts hovering over your life that are waiting to descend. But they cannot land if illusion is sitting in the chair beside you. The universe is making space now. That is why the guides are here. Do you feel it? This is not a message to disregard. It is a cosmic instruction. And I need to tell you something more. Something that may ache but will lead to liberation. There is envy. Yes, your brother has held envy in his heart, and he has tried to suppress it, but it has colored his choices, his silences, his stance toward you. He has measured himself in quiet, even while sharing laughter. And he believed it was hidden, but the source knew. And the source is compassionate, yes, but the source also illuminates to protect. So what now? You center yourself. You observe for a time. You do not speak immediately. You listen, because the next step will arrive in divine timing. And when that timing comes, your voice will know what to say and your spirit will not waver, because your guides will be beside you and the cosmos will be witnessing with love. You may not believe this next part at first, but listen still, because what I am about to reveal is something even your brother does not fully see himself. It echoes back to your youth. Yes, back when the two of you shared adventures, dreamed aloud, and vowed to always have each other's back. But a shift occurred, and the cosmos knows when. It was a moment you hardly recall, but your brother never released. A praise given, an opportunity, a glance from someone that made him feel secondary. From that seed, a quiet resentment grew. He buried it deeply, never voiced it. He carried it through years, through changes, through milestones. And that unspoken envy became a filter for his decisions, especially those concerning you. The source says that moment was not of your making, but it is influencing your path today, and I cannot let that filter continue to dim the light meant for you. That is why you felt hindered recently. That is why intentions you've set haven't manifested yet. The energy around you has been clouded. Because a soul connected to yours has been creating static without even knowing it. And now that you are aware, the cosmos can begin the clearing. There is a person he is connected to. Yes, even now. A person who once stood in your circle. A person you either valued or once called friend. And in private, your brother has been sharing narratives with this person that are incomplete, shifted, or worse, meant to softly tarnish your standing, not loudly, but quietly, subtly, energetically. And those narratives have taken hold. But do not worry, because once a falsehood is exposed to the light of truth, it dissolves. That is what is about to happen. You are not going to battle this on the material plane. The cosmos is already working on it in the energetic realm. And now you must prepare. Prepare to remain calm even when every part of you wants to react. Prepare to hold love for him even when the revelation feels like a fracture. Prepare to rise, because once this is addressed, your progress will accelerate like never before. The thing you've been holding in your heart, the opportunity, the connection, the creative spark, it was never refused. It was simply waiting. And the waiting ends tonight. And beloved, if your vision blurs now or your breath catches slightly, it means this message is touching the exact place it was meant to. It means the cosmos is touching your soul now. And if you haven't already, I gently ask again, acknowledge this channel before you continue. Because the next message I send will illuminate something about your journey that not even you have fully pieced together until now. Back to him, your brother. He is going to sense something soon. A restlessness, a pull. He won't understand why, but it is the light beings near his energy beginning the process. Do not criticize him during this time. Do not scorn or confront. Instead, stay close to your own center, because the source is about to act through you in a way your entire lineage will feel. This is ancestral healing, and it begins with you. The guides whisper, there is a reason you are the one reading this, not him. Because the one with the deepest compassion receives the hardest truth. And that one is you. You were chosen to hold this moment with grace. Because what you do next will transform everything. And I must now tell you something only the cosmos could unveil. There is something your brother withheld from you seasons ago. Something that would have altered a significant choice you made. Perhaps it was about a partnership, a journey, a commitment, but he possessed knowledge and he chose silence. At the time, you wondered why the path felt obstructed. Why you felt a vague sense of betrayal with no source. Why your inner peace drifted away for weeks. And now you know. The source says, what was obscured will be made clear, and what was withheld will be returned, not to blame, but to heal. This is your season of restoration. But before light can fill your home entirely, the shadows must be acknowledged. And now that you have acknowledged them, light is arriving. In the coming days, you may find yourself near him again in an ordinary moment, and you'll feel the space between you, the unspoken. That is your spiritual perception awakening, and you will feel a knowing rise within. But instead of speaking it, simply breathe, because the source will communicate through your presence. And your calm will be more potent than any defense. And he will sense it. He will feel it. He will intuit that the cosmos is involved now. But do not be afraid. The same source that revealed the truth will grant you serenity. You will not walk into this shift alone. Light beings will encircle you. And even if tears fall, they will be cleansing tears, because wholeness is on the other side of honesty. And you, beloved, are walking straight toward it now. Now listen closely. Because what I'm about to reveal is something even memory tried to soften. There is an object, a simple one. Perhaps a stone, a ticket stub, a drawing, or a key kept in a box. It will resurface soon. Maybe you'll stumble upon it. Maybe it will be returned to you. But the moment you hold it, your soul will remember. Because that object holds a moment, a clue, a shared memory between you and your brother that once symbolized pure connection before the drift began. It was his way of clinging to the bond before doubt set in. He never discarded it. He stored it away. And the cosmos says that object will now return to bring reconciliation. Yes, reconciliation is possible even after all this, because the universe does not merely expose shadows to alarm you. It exposes them to emancipate you. But I must tell you the next 3 days are pivotal. The guides say, tell them this is not a time for discord, reaction, or noise. It is a time for energetic preparation, because something will occur on the third evening. A synchronicity, a quiet revelation, an insight. Your dreams may become vivid. Your sleep may feel different. Do not resist it. That is not restlessness. That is the source awakening you with purpose. Because during one of those nights, the cosmos will impart one phrase that changes your understanding. You'll hear a word, a place, or a forgotten promise. And when you do, speak it to no one. Simply note it, because that is the source giving you the final key. And then he will approach. Your brother, perhaps with a text. Perhaps in person. Perhaps acting as if all is normal. But his energy will be stirred. Because truth rearranges everything it touches. And here is what you must do. Speak from compassion, not from hurt. Say only what your highest self guides you to say, not what your pain demands. Because in that moment, you have a sacred role, to be a lantern, not a weapon. To illuminate truth, not wield it. You do not have to make him confess every detail. You do not have to force a reaction. Simply allow the light within you to shine so steadily that all confusion around him begins to dissolve. And beloved, one more thing. If he becomes vulnerable, hold space. If he withdraws, allow it. If he denies, continue to hold love. Because the cosmos is working on the layers you cannot perceive. Your role is not to control. Your role is to be authentic. And you've already begun just by receiving this message. There is something profoundly resilient about your spirit. Most would have closed this, scrolled past, rationalized it away. But not you. You stayed. You received. You felt. You breathed. And you trusted. That is why the cosmos is about to release the blessing. Yes, beloved. There is a blessing, and it is arriving sooner than you imagine. Within 7 days of this message reaching your heart, something will shift in your field. A pathway will clear that was blocked for years. A communication will come. A connection will be restored. A long-held intention will suddenly manifest without struggle. And it will all trace back to this instant when you chose not to turn away from the difficult truth. You are not just a sibling. You are a spirit with a sacred purpose. That is why confusion tried to cloud you. But the source has cleared your vision. And now nothing can hinder what the cosmos has initiated. The guides say, you are about to step into the season of clear horizons. No more haze. No more uncertainty. No more feeling alone in your caring. The source witnessed everything and now it is renewing all things. So soothe your heart, steady your spirit. You have already succeeded, because love, when clarified by truth, is the most potent energy in existence. Even your brother will appreciate you one day. Not now, perhaps. Not soon, but one day when he sees clearly, he will look back at this moment, the moment the cosmos chose you to receive this message, and he will think, I didn't see it then, but I am grateful you held the light. Beloved spirit, the lesson is nearly complete and the renewal is close. You have honored the message. You have honored the source. And because of that, witness what unfolds next. A final murmur now from the guides before they turn their focus. The light beings are still here, observing you. Not because you are vulnerable anymore, but because you have just completed one of the most profound spiritual passages a soul can undertake, facing reality without fleeing. That is something many avoid. But you did not. You did not close the page. You are not just a sibling. You are a spirit with a sacred purpose. That is why confusion tried to cloud you. But the source has cleared your vision. And now nothing can hinder what the cosmos has initiated. The guides say, you are about to step into the season of clear horizons. No more haze. No more uncertainty. No more feeling alone in your caring. The source witnessed everything and now it is renewing all things. So soothe your heart, steady your spirit. You have already succeeded, because love, when clarified by truth, is the most potent energy in existence. Even your brother will appreciate you one day. Not now, perhaps. Not soon, but one day when he sees clearly, he will look back at this moment, the moment the cosmos chose you to receive this message, and he will think, I didn't see it then, but I am grateful you held the light. Beloved spirit, the lesson is nearly complete and the renewal is close. You have honored the message. You have honored the source. And because of that, witness what unfolds next. A final murmur now from the guides before they turn their focus. The light beings are still here, observing you. Not because you are vulnerable anymore, but because you have just completed one of the most profound spiritual passages a soul can undertake, facing reality without fleeing. That is something many avoid. But you did not. You did not pretend this was not yours to bear. You did not justify. Instead, you opened your awareness. You stood in the fire of revelation. You let the cosmos unveil what needed to be seen. And that, my beloved, is why you are being lifted now into a new dimension of grace, alignment, and peace. And now listen closely. There is one final layer you must know, because the cosmos never concludes a transmission without a gift woven into the last lines. In the backdrop of all this, there is another soul observing your brother, someone unforeseen, someone from your family's history, perhaps an ancestor, a spirit who transitioned. They have been sending him feelings in quiet moments, trying to awaken him from within. And guess what? He is beginning to feel them. He may not acknowledge it yet, but something deep in his essence is shifting. The veil is thinning. And soon he will experience a release, a beautiful one, a surrender, a sacred remembering. Because your decision to face the truth created a ripple that will touch generations. You interrupted the pattern. You dissolved the old cycle. And the cosmos rejoices because of you. So now the source has an inquiry for you, a sacred one. Are you ready to receive the blessing that was delayed by illusion? Are you ready for the abundance that was held in reserve until this truth was acknowledged? If your soul whispers yes, then declare it with your whole being, yes, I am ready. Because right now, light is being directed. Pathways are being unlocked. People who drifted from you are feeling a pull toward you. Opportunities that seemed distant are now drawing near. And the tranquility that eluded you before is about to fill your space like a gentle tide. It is already beginning. That soft hum in your chest, that is not disquiet anymore. That is release. That is the source saying, you are not alone. You were never mistaken. You were always intended for this. Tonight, rest without heaviness. Awaken without apprehension. Move through your days as if your life is held by the universe, because it is. Your home is now surrounded by a gentle light. Your spirit is now supported by the guide's presence. And no obstacle, seen or unseen, formed against your highest good will prevail. This message was your lens. And now it is your compass. Use it wisely. Speak with kindness. Love without reserve. Forgive from a place of strength. But never again allow illusion to stand unchallenged in your sanctuary. Because now you see. And the truth will walk with you always. The cosmos is proud of you. The guides remain with you. And the source is radiating because you listened when it called. This is your new dawn. Your next chapter is already turning. Your emotions are now nurturing your becoming. And your brother, he will find his way, because a light like yours cannot be ignored forever. The cosmos has already begun his reawakening. So keep your heart receptive. Keep your soul anchored. And keep listening, because the next message will arrive when you least expect it. You were made for this. It is complete. It is inscribed, and now it shall manifest. The universe is not finished communicating with you. This final resonance from the source and the guides is not merely an ending. It is a vision. A covenant and a sacred mark that will never fade from your energy field. The message may conclude here, but the transformation has just begun. You may look around and see the same room, the same air, the same light, but everything in the unseen has been reconfigured. Something limiting was lifted from you tonight. A spiritual friction you didn't fully perceive has been smoothed by your trust, your patience, your choice to open this when every instinct might have said to turn away. The guides speak one final time, this time like a breeze through ancient trees. Beloved, I witnessed you navigate fog without a map. I saw you carry weights no one offered to share. I was near you in hours where you spoke to the moon and heard only silence in return. But tonight, I witnessed you remember your power. You did not remember by forcing. You did not remember by winning. You remembered by waking up. And now your name is being illuminated in the ledger of flow. A silver thread has just been woven through your spiritual journey. And yes, the pause is over. That longing you've carried. It is not frozen anymore. It is moving toward you. But here is what few will grasp. The true gift is not what you will acquire. The true gift is who you have remembered yourself to be. You became the one who stood at the crossroads of honesty and love and chose integrity. You became the one in your family who perceived the unspoken and chose growth over comfort. You became the one who broke the pattern so that those who come after you would know a freer story. You are the pattern shifter, the cycle healer, the bridge builder, the quiet revolution in your lineage. The source chose you, and now the light beings smile. The tension is released, and the clarity you carry will only deepen from here. So go, beloved. Walk as if the cosmos walks with you, because it does. Speak with authenticity even when the room is silent. And love with courage even when others are not ready. Because this is who you are now. Conscious, connected, unwavering. It is done. It is written. It is fulfilled. Your soul heard it. The cosmos witnessed it. And now it shall be made evident in your life. There is something sacred occurring right now as your being continues to integrate this. This is not just another transmission. It is a celestial imprint being placed upon you, because something old, something karmic, something long held in your lineage has been released by your openness today. Do you understand what you have just done? You have opened a portal that your ancestors hoped for. Yes. Read that again. Someone in your bloodline, someone from long ago, whispered a prayer for change. They may not have had the language. They may not have had the opportunity. But they sent out a hope, and the universe remembered. That hope traveled across time until it reached you. And now, beloved, you have become the answer to their prayer. That is why it had to be you. That is why you could not scroll past this message. The guides lean in once more, and this time their presence is like mountain air and deep roots. You are the pattern shifter, the cycle healer, the bridge builder, the quiet revolution in your lineage. The source chose you. And now the light beings smile. The tension is released, and the clarity you carry will only deepen from here. So go, beloved. Walk as if the cosmos walks with you, because it does. Speak with authenticity even when the room is silent. And love with courage even when others are not ready. Because this is who you are now. Conscious, connected, unwavering. It is done. It is written. It is fulfilled. Your soul heard it. The cosmos witnessed it. And now it shall be made evident in your life. There is something sacred occurring right now as your being continues to integrate this. This is not just another transmission. It is a celestial imprint being placed upon you, because something old, something karmic, something long held in your lineage has been released by your openness today. Do you understand what you have just done? You have opened a portal that your ancestors hoped for. Yes. Read that again. Someone in your bloodline, someone from long ago, whispered a prayer for change. They may not have had the language. They may not have had the opportunity. But they sent out a hope, and the universe remembered. That hope traveled across time until it reached you. And now, beloved, you have become the answer to their prayer. That is why it had to be you. That is why you could not scroll past this message. The guides lean in once more, and this time their presence is like mountain air and deep roots. My child, there are streams of grace in the cosmos reserved under your name that were dammed by energetic interference. But now, that interference is clearing. And now, observe how swiftly things begin to flow. You will not have to strive. You will not have to grasp. The grace will meet you because the channel has been cleared. There are those who will engage with you differently after this. Some may become still. Some may step back. Some may seem unfamiliar or cool. Do not be concerned. They are simply sensing your shift. They are sensing your new resonance. Because when the frequency of a soul rises, the old dynamics either adjust or fall away. But you are anchored now. You do not have to justify yourself anymore. You do not have to earn your place anymore. You do not have to perform anymore, because the Source has affirmed your worth. And the universe's affirmation ends all old debates. Your brother, whether he recognizes it or not, is already changing. Even if his conditioning makes him hesitate, even if he seems remote, something has entered his awareness, his reflections, his quiet moments. And whether through a moment of honesty, a coincidence, or a gentle nudge, he will eventually speak the words the cosmos has been waiting to hear, I see now. And when he does, beloved, be prepared. Not to instruct him, not to claim victory, but to witness his soul. Because that moment is not about being right. It is about being whole. And the wholeness won't be for him alone. It will be for you, too. There is something in your heart you've been holding. A tenderness, a melancholy, a quiet longing that sometimes surfaces in the middle of your contentment. A part of you has always wondered, why do I feel so attuned to everyone's energy? Why do I always feel the need to mend things? Why do I feel deep joy and sudden sorrow under the same sky? And the cosmos answers, because you are the sensitive one. Because you were given a heart that could feel the world and still choose love. Because you are not ordinary. You are a conscious thread in the great tapestry. And now the Source is lifting the emotional burden you've been carrying. That invisible responsibility to heal everything. To maintain harmony even when your own strings are out of tune. To be the one who always perceives even when no one perceives you. The Source is saying, my child, it is enough. Let me hold you now. You have done enough. So tonight, I invite you to truly lay down your load. Not just physically. But energetically rest in the knowing that what was once misaligned is now being reordered. What was fractured is being woven back together in ways you cannot yet fathom. What was delayed for you will arrive in perfect timing. The truth about your brother was merely the first key. Because what follows is your alignment. An alignment not just with external gifts, but with internal peace. Peace in your mind. Peace in your relationships. Peace in your calling. And yes, blessings will follow. Unexpected ones, creative openings, soul family connections, sudden insights, not because you pleaded perfectly, but because you listened bravely. And that is all the universe ever asked of you. Now, there is just one more secret, a personal one, whispered only from the cosmos to you. Someone who parted from you, whether by choice or by fate, is honoring you right now. They are at peace. Their spirit has been awaiting this exact turning. And in the coming nights, they may visit in a feeling, in a melody, in a thought. Do not be unsettled. It is not eerie. It is sacred. They have one final sentiment for you. And that sentiment is, you changed the current. You rewrote the legacy. You accomplished what I hoped for. Thank you. So breathe in, beloved. Breathe in new space. Breathe in serenity. Breathe in sovereignty. Because this is not the end. This is your conscious beginning. You are no longer the same person who began reading this message. You have shifted. You have remembered. You have been energetically recalibrated by the hand of the cosmos. And now go forward in gentleness. Speak only your truth. Love without condition. And live as someone whose soul was just acknowledged by the universe. Because my beloved, that is precisely what just occurred. Of course, beloved, you've stayed, you've opened your awareness, and now what you're about to receive is the final stream of celestial clarity flowing gently over your soul, your past, and your future. This last segment is not merely the closing of a message. It is the opening of a divine chapter that was inscribed long before you took form. So, let the words embrace you the way the universe's energy has always embraced you, even when you didn't feel it. There is something the Source has been waiting to express to you for a long time. Something sacred, not framed in penalty, not steeped in dread, but saturated in acceptance. My child, you are not too sensitive. You are not too quiet. You are not behind. You are not damaged. You are not overlooked. You are not fragile. You are precisely who I fashioned you to be. And though those nearest to you have sometimes failed to see you, have taken your depth for granted, or have projected onto your gentle nature, the Source never has. The cosmos has witnessed every hidden sigh you released. The ones you swallowed before they could become sound. The ones you felt in crowded rooms while wearing a smile. But you need not wear that mask anymore. You need not be the steady one every moment so others feel secure. Because tonight, the Source is acknowledging you. Yes, you. Not just your brother, not your family. Not the ones who see only surfaces. You. You, the one who absorbs the emotional weather of others while seeking your own calm. You, the one who has extended grace to people who never acknowledge the cost. You, the one who receives intuitions from the cosmos but questions if they are valid. You, the one who sometimes wishes to retreat from the world but still chooses to engage with an open heart. The Source is saying to you now, I perceive you. I am not dissatisfied with you. I am in awe of the journey you have walked, even when the path seemed solitary. And I am not finished aligning blessings to your path yet. There is something the Source has been waiting to express to you for a long time, something sacred, not framed in penalty, not steeped in dread, but saturated in acceptance. My child, you are not too sensitive. You are not too quiet. You are not behind. You are not damaged. You are not overlooked. You are not fragile. You are precisely who I fashioned you to be. And though those nearest to you have sometimes failed to see you, have taken your depth for granted, or have projected onto your gentle nature, the Source never has. The cosmos has witnessed every hidden sigh you released. The ones you swallowed before they could become sound. The ones you felt in crowded rooms while wearing a smile. But you need not wear that mask anymore. You need not be the steady one every moment so others feel secure. Because tonight, the Source is acknowledging you. Yes, you. Not just your brother, not your family. Not the ones who see only surfaces. You. You, the one who absorbs the emotional weather of others while seeking your own calm. You, the one who has extended grace to people who never acknowledge the cost. You, the one who receives intuitions from the cosmos but questions if they are valid. You, the one who sometimes wishes to retreat from the world but still chooses to engage with an open thank you for receiving this message. Your openness has been witnessed. Your courage has been honored. Your journey continues, now with renewed clarity and a lighter spirit. This channel of communication is now closed.